Hey guys, Rachel here. So we're going to be doing Cotton Cuts Spring Village um, Clue 2 today. I'm not going to do the full tutorial. I edited the Clue 1 video and it's like 50 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is we'll open it on camera and then all I'm going to do is show you how to put it together, but I'm going to skip out all of that sewing. So hopefully we'll keep this video short and sweet. So you guys can get on with your day. So look forward to doing this with you. Again, I'm doing the large size in the lavender colorway. All right, here's Clue 2. We're going to open it together. All right, so put these things out of the way. And I've got my color card and the instructions here. So this may be a little bit of a longer one. I'm going to go ahead and set these out. So, all right, so we should have 16 of piece A, 4 of piece B, nope, that's not piece B. That's fabric A, this is fabric D. So D is 4, B is also 4. We have 4 of A, looks like 12 of C. This one's going to be fabric F, which should be 10. There should be 2 of fabric E. We need 2 big pieces of fabric C, 2 rectangles of fabric B, 2 rectangles of fabric F, and then 2 more longer rectangles of fabric B. All right, we're gonna do, you'll need to do 4 of these. We're gonna lay them out. The way it says to, okay? So we're gonna make 4 of these, fabric F, 2 fabric A's, and you're gonna press towards A. And I will be back once I've done those. Okay, this is the last of the 4 for step 1. Again, remembering to press to your A fabric, whatever colorway you have. Okay. And here we go. Here is the finished 4 for step 1. Okay, step 2. We're going to take AB and two fabric B's and 2 fabric D's, and we are going to sew these together on short sides, and the long sides are going to make a right angle. All right, and we'll meet back here after I finished sewing both of these. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to press to fabric D, or the dark fabric that just happens to make sense this round, if I can get them apart. And then we're just going to slide it across, press to the dark. Okay. So here we are. Step 3, we're going to sew 2 of our step 1s to 2 of our step 2s. Okay. Here is step 3, and we're going to press towards the 2 triangles, towards fabric A. So gently. I give mine a little bit of steam, especially for right here. This seems to be kind of a thicker point. Okay. There is step 3. Okay, step 4. It's a little bit of a repeat, but take care. We're using the same D and B, but this time they're flipped, okay? So I actually need to do it this way. I'm so this way. Yes. Okay. So see how B is on the right and D is on the left? D is on the right, B is on the left. Even I get confused sometimes. All right, I'll meet you back here. Okay, in the essence of time, I went ahead and did both steps 4 and 5 because it's the same as 2 and 3. So what you do for step 4 is you press to the dark, you press to fabric D, okay, and then we're going to set our seam. And this time we're pressing towards the big triangles, not pressing up towards fabric A. This one didn't line up quite as well for me, but that's because I kind of mismatched it, but I wasn't going to seam rip it. So your points, your seam here should match your point. It's okay if it's a little off. It's fine. But there is step 5. Okay, step 6. We're going to be using our smaller squares. So we will need, I'm just going to lay these out for you. So 6-1 is a fabric C and a fabric F. So this is F for me, and this is C. And then we need a fabric E and a fabric C. And then take care with these notes, right? So they have you do C and F and then E and C. When you sew these together, E and C are going to be on top of C and F. And we're going to make 2 of these. So I'm going to set aside enough fabric for 2. And I'll take it to the sewing machine and I'll meet you back here for step 6. I'm going to do all of it. I'm going to press C and F, E and C, and then I'm going to sew them together. And when I come back, we'll have made 6.3, which is the 4 patch. Okay. All right, we're here. I actually did have a boo-boo and I had to seam rip. Obviously you guys aren't going to see that. So we're pressing towards E and C, and this is E. Take the iron, we're just going to press it
up. I did sew them to the wrong sides, one of them, so I had to seam rip. Okay. So now I have my 2 4 patches. We are going to take 2, we're going to take the 2 patches from step 5 with the D on the right or the top and the B and the B on the bottom. And we're going to sew the 4 patches to the left right here. I'll meet you back in a minute. Okay, so we are now pressing towards the 4 patch. I just realized that my camera is mirrored, so when I say that we are pressing to the left, pressing to the 4 patch, that is your left. It looks like I'm saying to the right on the screen, or it looks like I'm pointing to the right on the screen, but it is actually the left. Just keep that in mind. All right, so here are our 2 step 7. This is step 7. We're going to set those aside. Okay, now for step 8. You're going to take the 2 large step C pieces of fabric with the rest of your fabric A triangles. You're going to sew opposite sides, press to A, and then you're going to press the other sides, or you're going to sew the other sides. So you can do left or right, top or bottom, however you work that out, but you're going to do 2, press to A, 2, press to A, and I will meet you back here once I've completed all of step 8. Okay, so this is the second of step 8. Pressing outward toward your triangles. Whatever fabric A is for you, you're going to press outward. I'm just going to give it a little steam. Okay. There is step 8. There's a lot of steps in step 9, or it's step 9 and 10. So we're going to kind of bring it all together with the blocks we've done previously. So in the instructions, not on the camera, okay, your square in a square is going to be on the right side, and then you're going to take your block from step 3 that has fabric B on top and fabric D on bottom. You're going to place that to the left of your square in a square, and you're going to sew them down, and you're going to press towards your B fabric. I will meet you back here when I'm done with this, and we'll move on to step 10. Okay, we have step 9. We're going to iron towards fabric B. All right, so we should have 2 of those for the large size. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our step 7 and step 9, and we're going to join them together. So step 7 is going to be on the top with your 4-patch on your left. On the camera it looks right, but in the instructions the 4-patch is on the left. Okay, and then for your bottom, your square and a square is going to be on your right. So 4-patch on your left, square and a square on the right. You're going to join them together, but the square and the square should be on the bottom. And I will meet you back here, and then I'll show you the borders. Okay, so my ironing board is not big enough for both blocks, so I'm going to iron this one, and then I'll show you the other one I ironed. There is no pressing instructions for this step, so I'm just pressing up. All right, and so step 10, you're going to take both of your big blocks and you're going to border them. So there were two strip sets, a shorter version of B and a longer version of B. So again, on the camera it looks backwards, but you're going to sew the shorter strip, B strip, to the left. Your 4-patch is going to be on the left, and then you're going to take your longer border and you're going to sew it to the top. So your square and a square should be in your bottom right corner. I will meet you back here once I've done all of the borders for step 10. Okay, so here's my second of the two. Being consistent with your 1/4 inch seam is important. I don't know if my blocks are a little smaller than they're supposed to be, but I do have some overhang on these borders, so I will trim those up. Whatever you do, if you want to square up as you go, there are instructions in here to square up. I just don't. It takes a lot of extra time for me, so I kind of just do it at the end. Is that the right way? I don't really know, but it's the way I do it. So I will trim up the sides to make sure that they are square. Tells you that these blocks, both of them, should be 15 by 15, 15 and a half by 15 and a half. So these are going to be labeled as section 2A. Okay, so you can set these aside. This is section 2A, and that's completed for right now. So I'll set these aside and we will get on to section 2B, step 1. Okay, here we are. Section 2B, step 1. We're going to make 2. So we need 2 A's. We need 2 C's for the top, 2 C's for the bottom, and 2 F's for the bottom. Just trying to get these out. All right, so you're going to sew A to C, C to F, and then you're going to press towards C for your 4 patches. I'm going to make all of these, and I will meet you back here when the 4 patch needs to be ironed. Okay, and now we're back with our 4 patches. You're going to press towards C and F fabrics, so which would be towards the bottom of the block when it is oriented that way. Okay, here is the 2 blocks from the first step first 3 bullet points of step 1. We're going to set these aside. Step 2.1 through 2.3, very similar, except we're putting A on the opposite side and F on the opposite side. So on camera it looks like A is on the left, but A is going to be on the right. So this is our previous block. A on the left, F on the right, A on the right, F on the left. Okay? Still going to be oriented A on top, F on bottom. I will meet you back here once I have sewn all of the 4 patches together and we're getting ready for that final press. Okay, so now we're back. We're going to press towards F and C, which will be the bottom of your block. Okay, and they should look like this. Okay, so now you've got, this is step 2, and this is step 1. So step 3, you're going to make 2 of, again for the large size. So we've got 2 rectangles, fabric F and fabric B. You're going to sew them together on the long side, and then you're going to press towards F. I will meet you back here when I'm ready to press. Okay, we're back. All right, so now we're going to press towards fabric F, which in my case happens to be the darker fabric. Okay, so you'll have 2, if you're making the large, you'll have 2 of these. All right, so step 4 for section 2B, this was step 3. So step 4, you're going to add your 4 patches on either side, okay? So I'm gonna do both, and then I'll meet you back here, but the orientation is going to be your A fabric is going to be on the outside corners. So your F fabric in your 4 patches should be touching block B or fabric B in your rectangle. Your A's are going to be on your outside corners. All right, and then we're going to press towards the 4 patches. We're going to press outwards. I'll meet you back here when I'm done with these. Okay, so now we're back. I've sewn both my 4 patches to either side of the rectangle, and now we're just pressing towards the 4 patches. Lightly, don't push, just kind of lightly glide your iron over. You don't want to risk warping your fabric. And there you have it. There is section 2B. This was a long one. There was a lot of steps today. I can tell you that I have the recording in and of itself, because I recorded all of it before cutting it down. I've been recording for almost an hour and a half, so this will probably take you about that long. It could take you longer depending on your sewing time or if you have to seam rip. I did have to seam rip a couple of times, but I wanted to make sure I showed you. Okay, so this is 2B. This is 2A. We have no idea yet if they are going to be joined together. So we're just going to keep them separate for now. But I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you'd love to subscribe, I would love it if you'd subscribe, so you don't miss a video ever from me. And as always, in the evenings during the week, I stream live on Twitch, sometimes sewing, sometimes gaming, but I will put the links to all of the places that I am in the description box, along with where you can get Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilts, the Village Green quilt is no longer available, but their Carnival Puzzle Mystery Quilt goes live for ordering on May 26th. So I will see you in the next one. Bye!